Hi Aquarius, this is Tara with Ariana stock with your monthly forecast for July 2024. I will use oracle cards as well as the ideal tarot to understand what you can expect in July. For a personalized reading, Aquarians, feel free to reach us at the email given below. Now, the overall energy that I'm picking up is from the Three of Pentacles. I think this card is asking about the need for you to collaborate this month. Be prepared to work on your skills because from the 3 to the 10 is a long way off. I think minor gains can be expected. Maybe you should also work on your skills so that no one can point fingers at you. Maybe there are mistakes and you should concede when you realize them. Other than that, I also feel that you will be shielding of those whom you care about. By and large, I think you have to work hard to make gains. The final days of June, stepping into July, I do have the Nine of Swords. You were quite restless in those final days. Maybe your responsibilities had increased because others weren't around. It wasn't exactly smooth sailing, but then you had made quick progress. You were someone who had experienced respite despite it all. Maybe your rivals were trying to give you a bad name at this time, or this had also stressed you out. Maybe you also needed to safeguard your health. Other than that, I also feel that as a boss, you may have felt that you needed to deal directly with clients or with the shopkeepers because you think that the middle person or your junior was making off with money. You did desire clarity. Obstacles to overcome this month are the challenges. I do have the Two of Swords. Now, this lady, she seems to be undecided on her course of action. You need to brainstorm, you need to negotiate. Again, you will have a lot on your plate, so seek assistance from those who are senior than you. Your mental faculties are going to be heightened this month. Maybe at times, Aquarians, you're also going to be put off by those who cling to you for your assistance, but then they fail to oblige you. You don't want to be taken for granted. Money could also be a reason why there's discord. Banking work will also keep many of you busy. At work also, I think Aquarians, you will do well if you're a bit more attentive and focused, because like I said, people could point fingers at you for making mistakes. So you don't want to be left embarrassed or red-faced. Influences for this month, I do have the High Priestess. I think surprises and gains are very likely. Maybe better opportunities are there and you should grab them. But sometimes with this card, you may also realize that you have to work doubly hard, or that you're not being paid commensurate to your efforts. You're also being asked to help others. Even if you feel a bit hassled on account of the same, I think the universe is definitely going to reward you. Opportunities could also arise thanks to recommendation. Maybe you also need to be very reasonable while dealing with clients, and above all, you need to be patient. The first 10 days of July, I do have the Sun card. Now, the Sun's energy makes you very optimistic. It makes you motivated. But then at times, you may also blow hot and cold because the Sun's energy makes us react to situations. You should think with a cool head. At times, you may also feel that you're sacrificing yourself. Maybe others will accuse you of doing light work, but then you're the one who is doing the bulk of the work. Yet I think if your responsibilities are being switched, you'll feel happier on account of the same. Other than that, I think you have to handle the unforeseen delays. Feedback for work can also be expected. As a worker also, you can get away with many things. If you're not following instructions, your boss can choose to ignore it. You're also going to be very firm while dealing with clients. You expect them to pay up. Maybe they have deferred paying your dues. That is why you're going to give them a peace of mind. Your home is also the focus. Official work or complaints could also be lodged at this time. So be careful. Or maybe you're also dealing with those in authority. Again, this is a time when you also need to focus on learning, focus on your own health as well, as later you will realize that it was no point getting worked up. The next 10 days, that is 11 to 20th July, I do have the Four of Swords. This is a challenging period for you, so it would be prudent to take a back seat, to rethink your moves, find another way. Maybe you also need to hold your tongue or meditate and steer clear rather than get embroiled in situations which are not conducive for you. Maybe someone is also going to be quite jealous and envious and could threaten to sabotage your work. So keep a backup and be prepared for such situations. The best way to combat envy is to keep quiet. Swords are definitely hanging behind this person. So, like I said, people are continuing to backbite. I do have this card, Be Vigilant, from the Divine Messages Oracles. The universe is asking you to keep your ears close to the ground, to be aware of what's brewing or what's going on behind the scene. Besides, the squirrel, it always hoards or it collects nuts for the winter season. That is why I think you also need to save for a rainy day. Meditation is also going to help you in those days. The final days of the month, that is 21st, 31st July, I do have the Three of Wands. People will dredge up past issues, provoking you to react, but then you need to keep calm. You have to get a grip on your temperament, as the shifting emotions, it could lead to disagreements with all and sundry. Maybe you should also not presuppose things. Now, this Three of Wands, if you look closely, this lady, she is looking towards the horizon. Maybe you're also wanting to travel. You want to look for better opportunities elsewhere. Sometimes, despite trying honestly, nothing comes of your plan. So you may feel the need to look elsewhere for better job opportunities. Like I said, maybe there are openings on recommendation. Maybe your friend is going to suggest something, but then you should also be careful, because what happens is that you don't have the requisite qualifications, or you do have your reasons. Maybe you also want a job which is at par with your last employment. That is why you can turn down any offers. But then your friend could also think that beggars should not be choosers, that you should accept whatever comes your way rather than be too set in your ways. But like I said, Aquarians, you do have your reasons. Maybe you're not being honest enough. You don't make plain your reasons for declining such opportunities. You also have to devote your energies towards your family, because they expect you to carry out tasks. Maybe this could also eat into your work hours. So be prepared for such eventualities. Nevertheless, I think praise can be expected from friends and colleagues over the way you control the proceedings at work. You do have 2 3s, so a sense of calm is also going to be there, even if situations are antagonistic. Maybe as the boss you'll be happy because the management is going to take note of your grievances. There's a jealous senior who is trying to upset you, and the administrator is definitely going to side with you, or will also take note of your suggestions. Banking work will also keep you busy. You can also expect allowances from someone whose services you seek this month. You could also be interested in philosophy or the occult sciences. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, monosyllables. My feelings are deeper than I can express. Now, this is a very deep message, because when you look at the imagery, it shows that when you throw a pebble, then the pebbles sink and it creates a rippling effect. So even if this person is still on the surface, his feelings are quite deep. He may not be explicit, but then that's the case here. Aquarians, you do want to settle down with that Sun card. Some of you may also be married. You want to go the family way this month. But I also believe that some of you are also dejected or heartbroken on account of someone spurning your advances at this time. That is why you feel that this person is not being explicit when it comes to his feelings. He is hiding them. Maybe that is why you are undecided about the future of this relationship. Romancing ones, I think you can expect good exchange with your person. Maybe the two of you should be more flirtatious. You should try to solve puzzles or do activities which require the two of you to be mentally alive, as this is going to fuel the romance. I miss you regardless of how things seem. This could be true for those of you who are in separation. This person definitely misses you. He cannot express how deeply he is in love with you. Even if there's been an unhappy episode in your life, this person does miss you. With that High Priestess, I'm also picking up that your friends could play matchmaker. Maybe this person you're dealing with could also be from another community, or it could even be a long distance relationship with that Three of Wands. Maybe you think this relationship will not go the distance. That is why you're going to be undecided. You're going to put limitations on yourself. Perhaps, Aquarians, you will also discuss this issue with your occultist. Astrologically, the two of you may be incompatible. Yet I believe that this is a past life relationship that you're dealing with. Maybe you should release all the tension-filled issues that you have in your head. You should go with the flow rather than put those roadblocks in your life or in your love life. I also have this card, compromise. So this could be true for those of you who are already married. I think without compromising, you cannot get ahead, whether in personal relationship or in professional matters. You need to be more collaborative. You should give each other or give your partner the space and the freedom which is necessary. You should also understand his or their point of view, as that is going to make a relationship successful. From Lenormand, I do have the card birds. So like I said, you need to communicate with that card, monosyllables, and birds does talk about communication. So exchange letters, love notes, text messages. Maybe you should also be vigilant, because with the bird card it could also imply gossip. Messages are going to come flooding in. Communication is going to be heightened this July for many Aquarians. I hope, Aquarius, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.